Do you wake up with a slump and it's hard to get out of bed? Do you easily want to just roll over and kind of snuggle back in and go back to sleep? I get it. I've done that. I know. And I've got my 4 best tips to help you shift that, and 4 important questions to ask yourself that's going to cue you in on something you may be choosing that's making it difficult to get up in the morning. Hi, I'm Jesse Goff, and I'm the best-selling author of 8 books, and I am the creator of Wiener Tree Yoga. I am a well-known and well-recognized intuitive empath here on the web, and I am here to help you. And speaking of help, thank you for sharing your comments, because I like reading them here on the videos. Today's comment was shared in my video. What does depression really feel like? Because honestly, it could be your slump is a byproduct of depression. I know that when it got really, really problematic for me, and it was just an shift I could really make where I felt like I was in the dark night of my soul energy and I couldn't get out of bed, is when my depression was really cycling through and it was up. I got that in remission. I teach a lot of things in that video. Dee shared, Dee Freeman, as a comment to that video. I wake up, I get up and show up. You don't know, Jesse, how much I needed to hear this mantra today. I have been diagnosed with bipolar 1 and adult childhood PTSD. Laying on the couch, I'm getting up to write. That just really warms my heart to know that I've helped shift someone's life for the good. And thank you for sharing that comment, Dee. Share a comment on what insights you get, and I might just read your comment here in the video. Thank you, and help us get to 50,000. We want to get to 50,000 subscribers. We're close, and your subscribing is going to help us get there. So my 4 tips. All right. I have a little journal I use. It's every day of the week. This is a week, and it just has a slot for each day. So I believe in setting intentions, they're they're a little different than an affirmation. An intention is a desired outcome. I write them as if they already happened, and I know by choosing that, I set the energy into motion. So I have a practice that I followed all this year. It's a new practice that I started in 2020, and I now realize it was a great year to start this practice. It kept myself going on a track with my truth. That's correct for me, that I'll write the night before what I want to experience the next day, and this moves me into my next tip. I use this phrase. I started using it when I was in that depressed state where it was a real struggle to get out of bed, where it was a condition of my brain that was so out of whack and balance and contributed to this inability to easily get up, but I still use it as a tool to inspire myself, create the energy, and put it into motion for the morning. That phrase is I wake up, I get up, I show up. I've shared this in other videos, and I write that then. See, I've written it in these right here. I wake up, I get up, I show up. I wake up, I get up. I don't write that every day. Some days I write, it's been a great day, a great week, a great month. I'll write it as if it's already happened. Now, as I choose this, it takes less than 5 minutes to choose it. There are times I'm really tired. I think, then I think, you know what? I need to get that on paper. I leave the page open so the energy is open, and I'm seeding my morning by choosing to do this the night before. I'm grateful I wake up so rested and refreshed. I've written that many times. I'll do some variant of that. I wake up, I get up, I show up. Also, times write things like what wants to happen is getting done today. What wants to get done is getting done today. I don't even have to figure it out. I'm following the energy of what wants to get done is getting done today. So those are the first 2, setting intentions the night before and the next day. How do you want to feel in the morning? Do you want to get up easily? Get the energy into motion? The phrase that's my mantra, I wake up, I get up, I show up. I often have those 2 words flow through my mind. When I wake up in the morning, I get up I get up, I show up. Now, next tool, I teach this in my morning routine that I'm going to show you a little excerpt from because that's step 4. But step 3 is I can right away sit on the edge of my bed and I can do what is called the 3 thumps that I learned from Donna Eden, who is an energy medicine practitioner, teacher, and author. And so I'm tapping on my K27s, which is the intersection of all my meridians, so right here. And then I'm tapping down here on my solar plexus, and then dropping down underneath about 4 inches from my armpit here, and that is your spleen point, and that will get the meridians moving, and that will give you an advantage to you now perking up and getting into movement. Now on the next number 4, my morning routine, let me show you a little clip. Now this is going to activate your chakra energy. This is a video called Jesse Goff's Morning Energy Routine. And we filmed this, and it only takes about 2 minutes. Let me just show you the first portion of it, and you can go look up and watch the rest of it. Once you learn this, you can probably have this down in a minute yourself to do this. So this is like your 4th step. This is Jesse Goff's Morning Energy Routine. Start with your hands looking up to heaven. Imagine all the energies of heaven pouring down into you, deeply breathing. You're like a cup with the power of the divine coming down, raining down upon you, gently flowing into you, all this power being received to start your day. I know my truth, I see my truth, I speak my truth. I love my truth, I act on my truth, I pleasure in my truth, I am grounded in my truth. Now push your hands down, really getting grounded. So go watch the rest of that, learn these steps. The phrases, they're real easy to do, and you can learn to do this on your own once you have memorized it in about a minute, because you move through it pretty quick. So between the 3 thumps and getting all your meridians flowing and those chakras activated, you've really got your system now active and balanced. Now there's 4 questions I've learned to ask myself when I feel like it's hard to get up in the morning. And I'll reflect on this because I learned from this the choices that I make are influencing how I feel. My physical body's response to what's going on. So I want to wake up refreshed. I want to wake up, get up, and show up. I want to be rested and relaxed. I want to look forward to that next step in my life, which is I'm rested. I want to get out of bed rather than trying to get myself to get out of bed. No, I just want to easily get up and get out of bed. So I'll ask these 4 questions, write them down. What did I eat the night before? Now I found I pretty much am on a sugarless diet. I rarely eat sugar, cook with plant-based sweeteners. The product I like, which is a staple in my pantry, is Lakanto, and a monk fruit erythritol blend. It's great if you. It's great, and if I eat sugar the night before, it's harder to get out of bed in the morning. Dessert is not a healthy practice when it's loaded with sugary ingredients, and it does affect our brains, and it will make it difficult for a lot of people to get up and get moving in the morning because your body kind of was just taken out by that. So are you eating sugary things at night? What did you eat the night before? Is that affecting your ability to get up and get out in the morning? Did I get enough sleep? The times I go to bed and I'm getting less than 8, my body, even like some nights, 9 hours of sleep. But typically it's somewhere between 7.5 to 9 hours. And you could learn to read your body on that. You should. And the night before, your body's going to tell you when you honor it. I'm tired. Let's go to bed. If you override that, push through it, you'll get your second wind and you just won't hit that sleep cycle correctly. Are you getting enough sleep? Tons of information out there on getting healthy sleep. It's become a very popular topic in the last 5 years. Learn more about it. Maybe you're not getting enough air while you're sleeping. You can get little clips or little things to stick in your nostrils that open passageways that allows you to get more air intake. Maybe you're not getting enough air or you're not getting into REM state sleep deep enough. So what's going on with your sleep? What did I watch the night before? Our fight and flight energy gets activated even if we think we like terror or anxiousness or viewing things that create a sense of turmoil, suspense in us. And it could be affecting that ability to get into that deeper sleep and wake up rested. What were you on a screen? Were you looking at it at your phone late? You know the room's dark, and that's something I never do. I never look at my phone in a dark room. And I suspend it's you can put, my daughter showed me this, didn't know it, but you could put a timer on your phone that it shuts down. You can easily access it, put on whatever time you want, so you create a boundary by programming your phone to it's still on, but it's gone into a mode of do not disturb. Set up your do not disturb. And now this is interesting. You may go, oh, but I can't do that. What would my husband or wife or significant other think? Maybe you need to sleep alone by yourself a night or two when you're so close to proximity to another person's energy field. You may have a more open energy system and be taking on things, and you're not able to just go into your energetic release that you go through REM sleep. REM sleep is the process of releasing stressful energy. Well, if you're in the proximity within you, may be encased in their own energy field, and you're taking on their energy, and your system's not getting a break. My husband and I have chosen to sleep in our own sleeping spaces for several years now. Our marriage and our relationship, honestly, has never been better. I'm very empathic and have a very open energy field. Supports me to be able to get my best rest, wake up invigorated and refreshed by having that space for myself during sleep. During sleep, everything about our life is better. Our intimacy, our communication. I'm my own person, and I am a beneficiary of that. And he is as well. We both agreed it's been a great resource for us to make that choice. We still share the same bedroom in that we share the same bathroom. Our closets are in the same bedroom. He just has a different sleeping space. It's kind of like his sleep lab. He likes to try all kinds of interesting little sleep hacks. So it works great for the both of us, and maybe you only need to do it a night or two a week. You need a break, and you need to reset your own energy. Consider that I know culturally that's a big deal, but your relationship, the quality of your relationship is based on the fact whether or not you sleep together. I do not agree with that. I think it's old standard, and it needs to think about what's the most beneficial for your well-being. And honestly, it helps a lot of relationships improve. So make that consideration. If somebody gets their feelings hurt, then we need to look at, I got a lot of healing content on your sense of being valued should not be connected to whether or not you sleep in the same bed as someone and whether or not they want you to. You want to have your own personal value intact. Separate from that, and I can help you with that. So thank you for watching. Go to jessegoff.com/chakra quiz. That's a fun quiz to take to see how your chakras are working. They could be a reason that you're waking up in a slump, as you just don't have a healthy, balanced chakra system. That's the next step for you, and thanks again for subscribing. We'll see you in the next video.